What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pacific Revision, your favorite hockey podcast. I am one of your hosts, Miguel. Hello, how are you? Alongside me is my co-host, Eric. Say hello, Eric.
How's it going, Miguel?
Going good. It's even better because we have a special guest this week, all the way from Colorado, the #1 Avalanche fan from Give Me 20 podcast fame. It's Aaron. Hello, Aaron. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm here to change your mind about Avs fans and having a good time.
Miguel, yeah,
Again, you're great. It's the rest of them I just don't like.
Yeah, Miguel, now that you look him in the eyes and tell him that his fan base is the worst. Now he's here.
Your fan base is the worst.
Wow. Aaron, you can leave if you want. Like
I just need to know what started this animosity, because I think the Avalanche fans are pretty cool.
It legitimately started last year when we eliminated you guys, but mainly specifically after that 7-0 beatdown you gave us in Game 1 of last year's playoffs. That just a flood of Twitter comments and on Facebook groups. Obviously I'm over here, I'm looking for this stuff. I want to make myself angry by looking at these comments, but under every NHL post that week, oh, Colorado is just the best. They're gonna win the cup. Vegas don't stand this chance. And
you just want to play the victim. That's what you like doing, Miguel. You want to play the victim. You were sad when everyone was happy that you guys missed the playoffs and got eliminated, and you're sad when you're down. All right.
I will say this. I said I was going to save it for the podcast, but I want to save it for the podcast.
We're in the podcast, Miguel.
After seeing how Colorado is playing, I am glad Vegas didn't have to go through that pain in the round one. Because there's no way Vegas would have beat Colorado this year. I will admit that. And I'm glad we didn't have to. I didn't have to go through that sadness of being eliminated in 5 games.
That's a bold take to say that, the Colorado Avalanche would have beaten us. You couldn't beat the Dallas Stars when you needed a shootout. You couldn't beat the San Jose Sharks when you needed to win that in regulation.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way we would have beat the way Colorado's playing. There's no way Vegas would have beat them this season. They're
Kings
playing. We were playing terribly.
Kings would have taken them in 7.
Maybe to 5.
If every Colorado Avalanche bus got stuck in the sand and we had to play the AHL team, Kings would have won easily.
I still don't know.
Aaron, how's your week been? Colorado advanced to the Stanley Cup Final. Year 2 of your fandom, so not a lot of pain for you.
Yeah, I cannot wait until Wednesday. I am ready for Game 1. It's going to be exciting. And we made history, Eric. Last time I was on this thing, you were he's I don't even know the last time the 2 teams we just expected to be there got there.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah, this isn't Dallas. This isn't Montreal. Complete surprises. This is legitimately probably the Western Conference favorite going up against the on verge of a dynasty Tampa Bay Lightning. This might be, I'm trying to think. This is easily the most interesting final that Tampa's been a part of. How much did I care about St. Louis and Boston, Miguel? Do you remember?
I don't think anyone cared. I feel like that year everyone just tuned out. We hate Boston. We don't care about St. Louis. Play Gloria. That's the only thing I remember.
That's a good point. And then what was the year before that? Wasn't that Washington, Vegas? No one cared about Vegas.
No. That was painful. Everyone actually cared. That final is everyone was talking about. Don't even get the Vegas.
A hot garbage final that was. I'm glad Ovechkin got his cup in 5, so I didn't have to watch the Vegas Golden Knights play any more hockey than I needed to. See, Miguel? See, that's how that feels. You see how that feels to shit on other people's fan bases? Did you like that? Did you like that when people shit on you for no reason?
I mean, I've been living it for the last 5 years. I know.
Oh my God, you're not the victim. Everyone I'm not getting this again. I already yelled at you once last week. Aaron, as a new fan, what do you know about the Tampa Bay Lightning? I'm curious.
That they're really damn good and that they've won the last 2.
That is correct. Correct.
The hat trick of championships would be pretty freaking wild. So I'm just praying against all odds that the Avs take them down.
I mean, you got home ice advantage. Got to be excited for that.
Yep. Hasn't mattered for Tampa this year. They haven't had it at all. They didn't have it against Toronto. They beat them in 7. They didn't matter against the President's Trophy best team in the regular season, Florida Panthers. Swept them. New York Rangers down 2-0. Won 4 straight. It doesn't matter. I told you. Miguel, by the way, I deserve a pat on the back. Last week I told you, It doesn't matter. You can beat the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first 2 or 3 games. 4-7. That's Tampa time, baby. It's Tampa time. Do you want to know how many 5-on-5 goals Tampa Bay allowed the Rangers to score in the last 4 games?
I mean, I know it was 0 on game 5 or 4.
It was 1. They allowed one 5-on-5 goal.
That is nuts.
I told you. When it matters the most, Tampa Bay figures it out. Like, if Colorado goes down, I feel like you worry a little bit. Like, Aaron, you're gonna worry a bit, right? Like if for some reason, God forbid, Colorado, our Colorado Avalanche lose, right? And Kyle McCarr isn't the Conn Smythe playoff MVP winner, right? If Colorado loses game 1, it's time to worry. If Tampa Bay loses game 1, doesn't really matter.
I mean, it goes for anything. You don't worry until you lose one at home, really.
And they have, though. Like, Tampa Bay has lost a couple at home. Like, they lost one, to Toronto, I guess. They didn't lose anything for the last 2 rounds, but they have been in that position where
the Avs are undefeated on the road.
It's true.
12-2, and haven't lost on the road.
That's crazy.
They have not lost on the road. Ties the least amount of losses to get to the final since the 2012 Los Angeles Kings, who also went 12-2. Aaron, if you guys end up winning the cup, I need you guys to lose 2 more games, so at least we can tie, going 16-4 to win the cup. You know what I mean? Like, I still want this record.
Nah, I'd like to just see a sweep. Let's just call it in 4.
No, it's not. That's not happening.
You said the same thing about Edmonton when I was on.
That's true. That is true.
Look. Nail Tampa, though. Nail Tampa.
I know.
I did say when I was making my Edmonton prediction is because I was scarred by Connor McDavid.
True.
Come on.
Yeah.
Miguel, but you have to admit it. Like, Tampa Bay, like New York, it was nice. They had a great run, young team. You love to see it, but like at the end of the day, they didn't get it done. Like nothing you said came true after being up 2-1.
Yeah, I still don't think Tampa's looked impressive this playoffs. Like,
it doesn't matter. They win. They just win. It's boring.
I don't know.
It's Tampa Bay.
I wouldn't say it's boring. It's just, I don't know. It's weird.
From the outside looking in, you don't think a team dominating is boring? Like, this team just doesn't lose.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. Tampa's weird. Like, they haven't been dominant. They haven't been boring. I don't think. Not to me. I mean, they haven't been exciting. And they're a little bit above boring. But, like, Colorado's fun to watch. They're exciting. They're quick. They make a lot of goals.
Is that what you're putting your eggs in the basket for?
I mean, we'll get to that at the end of the show. We'll do some predictions. But
I want to hear some backtracking on that worst fan base ever thing, Miguel.
It has nothing to do with the team that's on the ice, though.
I don't know.
Aaron, so have you looked? What are ticket prices looking like?
Yeah, I have looked. We were talking about somebody I work with.
He did. Aaron did promise to go to a Stanley Cup Final game if they won against the Oilers.
Yeah, I know, and I'm going to do everything I can. I'm on the sign up list where they'll email me the like private release tickets. And I'm using all my connections to do what I can to make sure I go see a game.
That's exciting.
Yep.
I was like, there's nothing like Stanley, like finals hockey. Like, I was lucky enough to go to every Vegas, Washington at home game. I mean, it ended in misery and heartbreaks and tears.
Wait, you got to see the Stanley Cup. Fun. You got to see the Stanley Cup race. It just wasn't by your team.
When I reflect back on my life, I'm like, I was there the one and only time Alex Ovechkin raised the Stanley Cup.
Mm-hmm. I mean, did that hurt? Did that moment hurt?
Dude, that hurt so much, man. I cried. I legit cried. I waited till I got outside the arena, but there was tears. And I immediately had to go to work right after the game. So that was like the worst 8 hours after losing, like just having to sulk in it at work. Like, it was just the worst.
So for those who don't know, Miguel works very close to the strip. So literally you walk like 7 minutes from the arena.
I could throw a rock at the arena. That's how close I work to it.
And you just walked in all sad.
Yep, pretty much. And I had to stare at the arena as I left that morning. I just felt the sadness in the air, you know.
Oh man, I do a little now. I do feel a little bad for you, but also you kind of deserve it.
We deserve to win that cup, but you know,
No.
it would have been the perfect Disney movie like 10 years from now if they would have won the cup.
Aaron, what's your like worst moment as an Avalanche fan so far? Is it like a 2-game losing streak in the regular season?
Yeah, no, it was Vegas beating us in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah. Good times.
I feel like it worked. I feel like it worked out for you.
Yeah, long term, I'm good. But yeah, that was brutal because that was like when I was first really getting into hockey and I was watching the playoffs, and like for them to just immediately bow out sucked so bad.
I bet.
Hated Vegas ever since.
Oh my god, I'll never forget that play where what's his name, Gabriel, I think, for your team or something like that, right? Long hair guy.
Landeskog?
No, man.
You're describing a long hair white guy is basically everybody in hockey.
It was long black hair. Either way, he turned the puck over at the blue line to Mark Stone, and Mark Stone took it to the other side to score.
And then they never scored again against Montreal.
You guys talk. I forgot who it was.
All right, Aaron.
Yeah.
Ideally enough, what's your best case scenario for the series against the Tampa Bay Lightning? Like, what are you hoping for going up against the 2-time defending, reigning Stanley Cup champions?
Genuinely stoked if we take them in 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm actually not worried about any road games just because of how they've been playing on the road. Like, undefeated in the playoffs on the road is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
It's just them not getting it too into their head of who they're playing, and that's why I was really freaking hoping the Rangers would pull an upset. But I think that's going to be the biggest thing is not get overly excited too much in their head. And God, I mean, that's got to be scary, right? You're playing literally the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champs. Like,
by the way, Ryan Graves.
He's in New Jersey now. Never to be heard from again.
After he cost you guys a series. I don't blame him.
But I don't know, Miguel. How do you feel? Like, what do you think is the big talking point about this series? Is it goaltending? Is it defense? Is it the offensive forwards? Like, what is it?
It's not to belittle Tampa's offense, but in this situation, it's nonstop offense from Colorado, the best there is, versus goalie Vasilevsky. Again, I know Tampa has the offense as well, but it's not like Colorado's. It's just not. It's nowhere near it. And
how are you disrespecting the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champions by saying that they don't have the same offensive firepower that the Colorado Avalanche?
They don't.
Colorado doesn't have Nazem Kadri. Who I know doesn't. I mean, he had more than 90 points to go. That's a second line center. Like, that matters. Like, Tampa Bay lost Braden Point and never missed a step.
We talked about this last week. If it was McKinnon and or Makar, then I'd say Colorado's in trouble. Kadri, important, very big part of the team, but you could serve. They have enough depth to survive his loss.
I agree. I think if Makar went out or McKinnon went out, it's going to be a way bigger uphill battle.
I just don't. I feel like y'all are disrespecting Tampa.
Like I said, Makar has been the absolute best player this entire playoffs of any team like that played. He's been the best player. He should win the MVP of the I mean, well, I guess it depends what he does in the finals, but like right now, he's just been the best player. That kid's unstoppable. He's fast. He's like, I don't know. I see him up forwards, almost scoring goals, and then somehow all the way in the back defending a breakaway. It's ridiculous how good Makar is.
Oh, he's basically another offensive weapon out there. Like, it really, man. There's a stat I had that since that Makar and Devin Taves pairing, like, is so good. And if I can find it, here it is. So this season alone, so this current season that we're in, Makar and Taves have been both in the lineup 78 times so far. That was up until the conference final. The Avalanche are 63, 9, and 6, and have outscored their opponents by 121 goals in those games.
Jeez.
Like, you can tell why they were able to keep up with Connor McDavid and half of Leon Draisaitl. Like, again, like you wish Edmonton would have been fully healthy in that, but that's part of the challenge of winning the cup is, can you stay healthy for long enough? And a lot of the times you can. That's when your gas kind of runs out. Defensively, I think it's kind of even. Like Tampa Bay has a good top six in that defensive core with Sergachev, Hedman, like Jan Ruda isn't even bad. Eric Chernak's pretty good. Like Colorado has Jack Johnson, and any team that has Jack Johnson always makes me second guess. And he's done okay to replace Sammy Girard since he got taken out in round 2. But I don't know. Like Miguel, I honestly am surprised how lenient you are to Colorado. It feels.
Again, I may not like the fan base, but the team is just so good.
You don't have to bring that up every time, Miguel.
I know, I like to, but it's ridiculous how good the team is. Like I said, they're exciting to watch. They're fun to watch. I enjoy watching Colorado games. Like I watched the entire Oilers series and a good amount of the what's it called? Who they played before that?
Who are we talking about? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Colorado.
They played the Blues and then the Predators in round 1.
Yeah, I think I've seen more Colorado hockey than any other team in the playoffs.
It's good hockey, way better than Vegas, right, Eric?
No.
Well, he couldn't watch any playoff hockey of Vegas this year.
Tell him again.
Again, I'm glad I didn't watch any Vegas hockey because it would have been short and painful.
But man, I don't know, man. It's Andre Vasil. Okay, let's talk about goaltending because I think that's my biggest question.
Yeah, for Colorado, I agree. I do agree on that.
Kemper has one eye.
Yeah.
Both might be good okay now. We don't know. We haven't seen him since he pulled himself out of game 1 against Edmonton.
Right.
It's very concerning because he was supposed to be okay in that game. Was not. And you don't know anything about eye injuries. Like, God, what? Like, I don't know how you play a goalie position with no depth perception. You know what I mean, Aaron?
Right, for sure.
And how much confidence do you have in Pavel Vansos to kind of be average against the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I think Frankie proved a lot last series, and I think he's riding a pretty good confidence high going in. If they need to lean on Frankie more, I think he's ready for it.
Oh man, that last game, game 4 though, chef's kiss. What a game between Edmonton and Colorado.
Geez.
But that wasn't thank God Francouz is here to save us. It's more, thank God the other team has Mike Smith and we have Nathan McKinnon on our side.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's gonna be tough for sure. Like that. I mean, like I said, that's the biggest question. It's a offense that's firing on all cylinders versus a goalie that's just probably the best in the league right now.
Would you like to hear some more Andre Vasilevsky's stats and tidbits, by the way?
Sure.
In the last 8 series clinching wins, so you better hope the Tampa Bay Lightning don't have a chance to win this series at any point, Aaron. Andre Vasilevsky has gone to save 99.1% of the shots he faced, have 6 shutouts in those games, and allowed a goals against average of 0.25. For those that know, that's basically at a rate of if you shoot 1,000 times at Andre Vasilevsky, he's letting in 9 in those series clinching games. Like, he's a monster. He's a monster. And I don't know if it's too early to put in predictions, but I'm going to do it. It's Tampa Bay in 5, baby. I'm sorry. Colorado
5
in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, you're nuts.
It's
You're
5.
nuts. You're not nuts for picking Tampa. You're nuts for picking Tampa in 5.
It's Tampa Bay in 5. Because I genuinely think Tampa Bay plays down to their opponents. Like against Toronto, it felt like they were playing with their food. They went down 3-2 and said, fuck it, we'll win it in 7.
But there's no playing down to a team that's better than you.
Exactly. The Colorado Avalanche are too good to play down to. Aaron, give me your players. Like, just start listing them all off. World-class athlete. World-class athlete.
Yeah, Nate McKinnon.
World-class athlete. World-class athlete.
Is it? I guess I missed the news. Is Kadri officially out for the whole series?
He might come in. Like, they haven't ruled him out yet because at this time of the year, everything's a secret. You know, I mean, good luck trying to get any sort of news. Like even Andrew Cogliano's been like, with his injury, like he was probably not going to play in this series, but you still don't rule him out. So it could be. I wouldn't be surprised if we see him like game 3 or 4.
Okay.
But he did have thumb surgery, which you kind of need your hands to hold a stick. So who knows?
Yeah.
And you take a bad puck to there, it's just whatever. But like world class athlete, you know what I mean? Bowen Byram, God, he's been so good, so young, so good. Arturi Lehkonen, clutch.
Bo Byram's 21st birthday is today.
Exactly. There you go. Happy birthday, Bowen Byram. Happy birthday.
He's gonna be too drunk to play on Wednesday.
But like
you can celebrate in a week.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like this Colorado Avalanche team has a championship pedigree behind it. Like you look at them, that's a champion. You know what I mean? You looked at Toronto, you're like,
I feel like you just invited me on the show to tell me you think Tampa's gonna win.
No, this is just the feeling I got. This is just the feeling I got. This is just the feeling I got. Look, Aaron, I told you when you came on with me, I was an idiot. I was like, you know what? The Florida Panthers are winning the Stanley Cup because a new team needs to come in. And since then, I've been proven wrong. I'm okay. Look, it takes a big man to prove they're wrong. And listeners of the Pacific Revision, I was wrong about your Tampa Bay Lightning. Our Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh, what happened to the signed Cale McCarr card? What are you doing?
See this?
Switching allegiances.
Gone. It's gone. Thank God I landed on that couch, by the way. But look, Nikita Kucherov, Steven Stamkos, Andre Palat, Andre Vasilevsky, Victor Hedman, they don't lose. They don't. Like somehow Stamkos has had the best career season for him. The first, Miguel, do you remember the bubble playoffs with Dallas?
I do.
This man did not play at all.
At all.
He played one shift, scored a goal, and it felt like, you know what? Good for Steven Stamkos. He had his one moment. And then he came back and had a great year and won the cup. And now he is on the verge of his 3rd cup. Like, I genuinely do think, I know it doesn't matter. I know you don't need to lose to learn to win. But Tampa Bay knows how to win. And they can't look. I'm not selling the Colorado Avalanche short.
Oh, you are
really fucking good.
Yeah,
they are really fucking good. But they
are 12-2 in the postseason with no losses on the road. Like,
I get it. I understand. I get it. They're really good. This goes against everything I believe in terms of like fatigue and wanting to win and wanting new stuff. But there is no way I look at this Tampa Bay Lightning and find any weaknesses. Miguel, tell me a weakness that this team has. Aaron, tell me a weakness. I'm begging you. Change my mind. Because again, I have no fucking allegiance in this thing. I'm easily bought. Remember, Aaron, I tried to get myself autographed Connor McDavid card. It did not work. Nothing was sent to me.
You don't deserve it. You're a monster.
But tell me, what is the weakness of the Tampa Bay Lightning?
I don't think there's no constant pressure. Just continuous, nonstop pressure.
There's no blatant weakness, but again, I just think Colorado's just a better offensively, and they're good defensively. Again, the only thing that I think Tampa's better than Colorado is in the goaltending position. But the question is, like, not even the question. I'm pretty sure like Colorado will be able to get past that.
Man.
Second one against Edmonton. You just gotta score more goals. Doesn't matter how many you let
Edmonton had Mike Smith, and he is god awful.
Yeah, but at times he was great.
Yeah, but then he Mike Smith. It doesn't really matter. Cancel it out, Miguel. Like you could say, like the fact that he kept them in those games, cool, great. The fact that when they needed a save, he didn't do it, didn't happen. There were so many times in that series against New York where Vasi needed to make a save for Tampa Bay to win, and they got it done.
To me, this Colorado team feels like and I said it before, when Washington won the Cup. Mm-hmm. They beat Pittsburgh, they got over the demons, and it felt like nothing is stopping Alex from picking up that cup. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about Colorado. They finally got past the second round.
Are you going with Team of Destiny?
And it doesn't feel like anything is going to stop that team from lifting that cup up. That's what it is. And this is not me being jinx, trying to be a jinx. This is not me, any of that stuff. Like, I genuinely believe this Colorado team has it this year. They just feel unstoppable. They feel like there's nothing. You can put a brick wall in front of them. They're going to get right through it. Like,
Aaron, do you feel the way? Like. Do you feel like this team is a team of destiny?
I do. That hashtag find a way like means more and more to me every single day. Like I feel like they just find a way to get it done. They have the depth, they have the speed, they have the pressure. Like I don't know. I agree with Miguel, man. They just feel literally unstoppable right now, and it's fun.
I do think a lot of that Colorado does. Like I love a lot of little things. Like, you know what? Let's take Game 4, right? The clinching game against Edmonton, right? You have Nathan McKinnon scoring the game-tying goal. You have your stars, Nico Rantanen scoring to get them over. Fortunately, they landed on a goal, goes to overtime. But then you have a role guy make the game-winning goal. You have Arturi Lehkonen eliminating another team in the playoffs, Miguel. Remember that? Sending this team to the conference finals. Like, man, Darren Helm in round 2. Like, he scored a goal with, under 4 seconds left in the game to then send Colorado. Like, they have the guys to step up, the role players. But on the flip side, Miguel, we saw fucking Zach Bogosian break through fucking Ryan Reeves, your old buddy, drive on Shesterkin and create a scoring opportunity for Pat Maroon. So both of these teams have the depth to contribute to their rosters. It's just who can get it going first. And I think in Game 1, it's definitely going to be a lot of a feeling out process. Is the question in net, it becomes more important because whoever lets in that first goal will have an opportunity to set the tone for the rest of the series.
I will say this: Colorado by Game 5 have to be leading 3-1. They can't go into Game 5 2-2 because we talked about this last podcast or last thing. Vasilevsky just seems to get better the longer the series goes. Like in the beginning, he's wide open. You can make all the goals in the world. So I think Colorado has to pretty much get onto a fast start. Like they have to. They just have to.
New York was 20 minutes away from being up 3-0. 20 minutes away from being up 3-0. And then from that moment forward, Vasilevsky allowed one 5-on-5 goal. And the power play dried up. Now, no one enters the zone better and creates 5-on-5 opportunities like the Colorado Avalanche. They are really good in transition. Basically, Taves and McCarr act like forwards, being able to push it up. And
I forgot what game it was, but freaking against St. Louis, where McKinnon takes it from freaking literally his net all the way up to
just slices through their entire defense.
Everybody, everybody.
That's such a shame that didn't get to be a game winner. Like that should have clinched the series.
That should have been the game winner. Yeah. Like
it should have been on mercy rule at that point. Like Nathan McKinnon just embarrassed your entire team.
Yeah, and that's the same. Tampa doesn't have players like that. They haven't needed a player like that. They don't need players like that because their solid foundation is what gets them goals. But still, Colorado has the solid foundation, and then they have the players that can do that too. So that's what Colorado's so exciting. Like they're fundamentally sound, but at the same time, McCarr, McKinnon, you see them time after time take it all the way from the back, slice through everyone, and then score it, or if not, get close to scoring.
Yeah, but Tampa Bay has that too. Like
Brayden Point, but
Brayden Point. I mean, he's been hurt. He hasn't played since Game 7 of Round 1, so he might come back and play. But who knows how that knee's gonna hold up?
Having these players that are injured come back, like.
But I'm talking about like Steven Stamkos. Like Steven Stamkos has a great playoffs, and he scored the 2 goals that got him the win in Game 6 against New York. Like he just again, your stars carry you and get you to that point. And then Andre Palat has been another guy who's been like contributing and with multiple game winners in that thing. So I think forward wise, yeah, absolutely. The fucking Colorado Avalanche. I mean, pick a player, like they can do you damage. Burakovsky, Nichushkin, probably. Honestly, Nichushkin is probably one of my favorite defensive forwards in the league. Like I love a good forward that plays defense, and his underlying numbers are insane in terms of shot suppression and Corsi, which is possession. And of the fact, by the way, big fan that they call him the choo-choo train. Like that's fucking amazing.
That's hilarious though. That's good.
It's great. I think Miguel, look up the last like playoff goals that Valerie Nichushkin scores against the Oilers, and it's the best thing ever. But I don't know, man. Like I'm tired of being wrong about the Lightning. Like maybe I'm just as damaged as every other team that's gotten beaten by the Lightning. But I look at them and I'm just like Thanos in Infinity War, inevitable.
Yeah, and the Avalanche are Iron Man. Remember how that played out?
Remind me. Spoil Endgame for us. He came back, right?
What?
Thanos came back. Well, like
they snap him out of existence.
No, I'm talking about when he got his neck snapped off. Like he came back. Like it almost worked out for him the second time. By the way, just got my tickets for Thor: Love and Thunder, so very excited for that.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
By the way, Aaron, did you see Top Gun any more times since the last podcast?
How many times did I see it on the last podcast?
3, he said.
Then yes, I saw it one more time.
How was it the fourth time?
I saw it in 4DX.
This morning, when I know this is about Colorado and Tampa, but this morning I woke up, I was like, I kind of want to go to the movies, and I kind of want to watch Top Gun again. I didn't go. Yeah. I ended up taking a nap, but I may go tomorrow morning.
Coward, you're a coward. Go watch Top Gun. I haven't seen it yet. I need to go watch it.
Eric, you have to watch it.
But look, I will share this. I shared this with Aaron offline. But you know how I work on a old World War II aircraft carrier, Miguel?
Yeah, I did.
Guess where I watched the original Top Gun?
Oh, did you watch it on there?
Yeah, right, I did.
That's awesome. Recently or like
2 weeks ago?
Oh, that's awesome.
I was like,
watch the new one.
Because I was like, surely I'll go. I haven't had time. Asthma, remember, Aaron? My asthma kind of tried to murder me, which I didn't appreciate. Yeah. Then Miguel got COVID.
Okay, but now you got to call Cool G and go see Maverick.
Actually, I should text him.
Maverick is my second favorite movie of the year so far.
You know what? I'll send this to him. Hey, Gregory, this is your friend Eric. Hello from the Pacific Revision. Also, this is Aaron and Miguel. Don't think you've met them. But do you want to go watch Top Gun Maverick recently? Let me know.
Really, Eric?
Look,
he knows me.
Look, I don't know that.
Yeah, Cool G knows me.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. Fine. Ignore the other thing then. This is Miguel though, still.
Hi. Hello. Go watch Maverick with Eric, please.
Yeah, for real. Go see it.
Are the Colorado Avalanche the Top Gun Maverick of the NHL?
Yes.
You guys are terrible. Wrong. I'm sorry. Tampa Bay is going to win this.
No.
You're no.
Look, you guys are look, Aaron, I understand. Look, I want you to win. For me personally, watching you win would bring me great joy because I remember when my team won the cup. Actually, it's the 8th year anniversary of the 2014 Cup. It's a magical, special moment that you won't forget.
And enjoy it. You got 2 more years to talk about it, then you can't talk about it anymore.
It's true. Friend of the show, DJ Gillard, says you have 10 years of bragging about your cups. So I have 2 more years left in this one. But look, you're either going to end up like me, full of fond memories, loving, cherishing everything, drunken celebrations. You get to go buy your merch. You're probably going to go that night and you're going to wear them every once in a while and be like, man, remember that year? Good times. Or you're going to wake up bitter like Miguel, who has to remember that Alex Ovechkin won the cup in his building and he had to go to work the next day or that night. Very sad.
Yeah, I have my Cale Makar Stanley Cup patch jersey coming. Thank you very much.
That's a bold move. I remember I have a 49ers one from the Super Bowl that they lost against Joe Flacco, and I hate that thing.
Is that the lights out one, right?
Yeah.
Imagine the lights never turned off, Eric.
God.
Your life would be so different right now.
The lights never turned off.
Everything would be so different. Just a moment of fate, one might say.
There's nothing worse than your team losing in the championship.
I know. I'm a Denver fan.
Oh, it's Seattle?
Yeah. One of the worst nights of my life.
You seem like you're our age. You've seen Super Bowls at least. Like,
it's true.
That's true. I mean, I have the back-to-backs in the late 90s, and I have the last Peyton Manning win, the Sheriff going out on top. So,
like, I was a Cowboys fan when I was a kid and saw those back-to-back wins.
Terrible choice. What are you now?
It was John Elway. I'm a Raiders fan now.
Ooh. Ugh. Oh man, you're never gonna watch the Super Bowl, Miguel. I'm sorry. The biggest the biggest Golden Knights are your best chance of ever feeling happiness in sports ever again.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm not a major football fan like I used to be when I was younger, but Hockey has literally taken over my life ever since we got the Golden Knights. Like I don't give a shit about any other sport. Like I'm watching more baseball now too, though, and hopefully
well, it's the summer and there's nothing to watch.
We get the Oakland A's here in Vegas.
Don't steal the A's from me. I enjoy having a team that's like $2.
I'd rather have a brand new original team, but I mean, it's gonna be the A's.
Talk about like no hope ever winning again. The Colorado Rockies. Am I right, Aaron?
Oh my God, we're terrible.
Terrible. Just like the chances of Colorado winning the series.
No.
Got him. So, we went back. We came back.
I mean, I guess we can run through the predictions. You already said yours, Eric. Terrible prediction. Downright disrespectful prediction.
Tampa Bay in 5. Here, look, let me do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, Tampa Bay Lightning are tired of disrespect, okay? My Tampa Bay Lightning are tired of people like Miguel disrespecting this dynasty in the making, appreciating the greatness that is of players like Alex Killorn, Andre Palat, Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, who's going to come back on one leg, Pat Maroon going for 4 straight? Fat Pat Maroon? 4 straight Stanley Cups? Victor Hedman, Eric Chernak, Cal Foote, and Andre Vasilevsky. Ladies and gentlemen, and gentlemen and non-binary people of the Pacific Revision, your Tampa Bay Lightning will win this series in 5. No. Cale Makar will still win the Conn Smythe, though, because he's great and he deserves nice things. Cale Makar wins the Conn Smythe in a losing effort. He plays amazing. We all love him. He wins the Hart. That's my other thing next year. Cale Makar wins the MVP, the Hart Trophy next year. Lock it down right now. Cale Makar is the best player on this planet. Screw you, Connor McDavid. Tampa in 5.
Oh, I'm gonna say Colorado in 6. I think Tampa are good enough to get 2. Aaron, what are you thinking?
Tampa Bay Lightning 7. How amazing would that be?
I think Eric is going to be as wrong as every single person who put money down on the Patriots the year they went completely undefeated and then just got destroyed by the Giants. That's how wrong you are, Eric. That was your faithful little rant about how good they look. I've heard it 100 times, and I've seen them all go downhill. This is a Cinderella story. It's our year.
Colorado's not a Cinderella story.
The cup. There it is.
A sweep.
They sweep the cup.
Aaron,
you're crazy, Aaron.
Aaron, if the Colorado Avalanche, look, I'll make a bet, a one-sided bet for you, okay? If the Colorado Avalanche win the Stanley Cup, I will send you a bottle of champagne, your choice. And I will send one to your co-host, Mel Felker, to open up on the next episode of Gimme 20 to celebrate your Colorado Avalanche lifting the 2022 Stanley Cup. How's that?
Deal. And if Tampa ends up beating us in 5, I will order you a nice pizza and send it to your house to say good job.
I'll just take a Little Caesars. I got to be honest. But so
nope, it's going to be a nice pizza.
I had them put the pepperoni in the shape of a lightning bolt.
I was gonna say there's no real good Bay Area pizza, but Square Pie guys, you can send me one to there.
Okay.
Our good buddy Luke Lewis works there, so it gives me a reason to go visit him.
Not to get ahead of ourselves, but if you guys win this, you win it all. How drunk are you getting?
Oh, so drunk.
That's like half the part of the reason you want your team to win, right? Just have a reason to get absolutely obliterated.
Yeah. I definitely was very hungover the day after we swept the Oilers. So
yeah, okay.
As you should be. Man,
that's how actually I ordered the Cale Makar jersey with the Stanley Cup patch that'll be going in, because I was drunk and an ad popped up on my phone and I was like, I do want that, because I was super hyped up. And I just bought it.
I just imagine you sitting in front of your TV.
That's amazing.
Do you guys remember those commercials that come up like after your team wins? Like, you could buy now. You want this? You're like just yelling at your TV. I do want this Cale Makar jersey.
I do want this.
Thank you.
Exactly.
I remember the Vegas Washington telling my boss, if we win the cup, do not expect me at work that night that we win and the following day.
Instead, you were there depressed in the office.
Instead, I was there. You're right. But I mean, my boss was at every game as well. So she's like, of course, because I'm not going to work if we win this.
When the Kings won the cup in 2014, I was in Santa Monica, like no lie, like probably 10 feet away from the beach. And I stayed at the beach drinking champagne that I bought from a Bevmo till like 2 a.m. just yelling at the ocean. It was the best.
Why are you at the beach?
Because there was a bar. Because I went to school in Santa Monica, and getting downtown was like no way to get there. Also, I was in college, so I couldn't afford to go to a game anyway.
Well, I didn't mean like that. When you said you're at the beach, you made it sound like you weren't even watching the game. That's why. I was
at a bar like 10 feet away.
Okay.
Left the bar, walked to a Bevmo, came back to the beach, and just got hammered in front of a bonfire, yelling at the ocean that the Kings won the cup. So
you want to rob me of that joy? God,
I know, right?
What is Tampa?
Miguel,
terrible.
Hold on, look, terrible. You might have some argument there. You might have some credence there. But look, you're looking into your future. You're either going to be me, happy, great memories, everything's great for you, or you'll be him, sad, bitter, angry, feel like the world's targeting you at any inconvenience, because that's the life of it. You don't want to be a Knights fan. You don't want to have that kind of attitude.
I will say this. I feel like not just me, the NHL fan base in general are kind of turning on Colorado, I think.
Well, it's because people hate winners.
Yeah. So there you go. Thank you.
Thank you for admitting that we were
winners.
Win.
Yes. Thank you.
Aaron, there's nothing. Look,
we're winners. We're winners.
Look,
we never are winners.
If I was voting for my heart,
we got him.
If I was voting with my heart, I would absolutely choose the Colorado Avalanche in like 7, 6.
My real prediction is Avs in 6. By the way,
no, it's a
you
sweep.
were just being all bold, so I had to go sweep.
No, look. If my heart to heart, I want to see a new champion. I love the Avalanche. They're great. Colorado, really good state. I like your biscuits, Aaron. That biscuit place. I don't know.
Yeah,
we had a lovely dinner in Colorado. You know what I mean? A lot of fond memories there. But look, you don't win games with your heart. You're wearing with the skill on the ice. The Tampa Bay Lightning have all that. I'm sorry, Aaron. Aaron, I will be here to console you once I'm proven right.
I don't think Eric asked you. I don't remember, but I'll ask you. I have one question, Aaron.
Yeah.
Is Nathan MacKinnon a dirty player?
No, he's not a dirty player.
I don't
Stop. He does some shady shit.
He definitely does some dirty stuff.
Don't toe the line.
I have
fair.
I have like a list of 5 questionable things he did in that Edmonton series. There's like a couple of like trips on Draisaitl on his bad leg, which isn't ideal. There's a couple bad cross checks. There's the
I have a bad leg.
I mean, look, I understand. But targeting's a little like it's not against the rules. The refs didn't call it.
Smart.
The refs didn't call it.
Yeah.
They let a lot of shit go in the playoffs. Like honestly, like Landeskog is on that like towing the line of like he's kind of a shithead.
I think Landeskog crosses that line a lot more than Nathan does.
I mean, he took out Yamamoto on a not great hit. I'll say that much. Like
I will say McKinnon's a bit of a hothead, and I think that's where it can look.
And that's
like
what it is.
dirty. Yeah, he can get really angry. He had that. I don't remember who we were playing, but that really, really gnarly hit mid-season where he just basically threw his knee into the guy's head. Like,
yeah, I remember that.
He has some passionable hits out there that are pretty bad, but I don't think he's a dirty player.
Look, this is what happens.
I don't need that. I was just joking.
Yeah,
this is what happens when you don't allow sugar into your body.
Yeah, just get angry.
Yeah, Nathan MacKinnon doesn't enjoy any food, so this is how he lets out his anger and frustration for having to eat the right way.
Yeah. But look how he plays. God, I mean,
he's the best. Look, he's arguably the best. He's not the best Avalanche anymore because Cale Makar's there. But hey, nothing wrong being behind Cale Makar. Like that team's good.
I'll say I agree. I think Makar has taken the number 1 spot.
Oh yeah,
I think.
for sure.
Oh, Makar is in the top 3 of the NHL right now, and I told you he's gonna win again Hart Trophy next year, guaranteed. He's so fucking good. So fucking good. 22? No, 23. He's 23.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
God. And he went number 4. He went number 4 to the Colorado Avalanche. 3 other teams could have had him. He's arguably the best player in that draft. Like it's insane.
Oh yeah.
By the way, Eric,
what year was that?
20. Oh, damn it! I threw his card behind me, so I can't see his draft here.
Hold up.
But Aaron, I do highly recommend before we end this show, because we probably should end it. Because I can only say that Tampa Bay Lightning are going to win so much before you drive to the Bay Area and punch me in the face. That there's a clip from juniors of Cale Makar. He has the puck behind the net. This kid comes, so he's like a teenager at this point. This kid comes, tries to take him off the puck. Makar reverse hits him, knocks the guy completely on his ass, and then scores like behind the net wraparound. All in basically one motion. It's just, wow, what a player! And
he went the worst.
He went
part
fourth.
about Kel McCarr going fourth.
Was that the? Let me try to remember. Let me use my big hockey brain. Was that the Nico Hischier Nolan Patrick draft?
Yes.
It's bad.
But you know what's even worse is that Vegas is the only expansion team not to draft in the top 3.
Mm-hmm.
Ever. If we would have drafted at third, we'd probably get Makar. I'm not saying it's guaranteed we would have got him, but
you would have traded him. You would have traded him away. Tell me about the other players you drafted in that year. Cody Glass, gone. Eric Brandstrom, gone. Nick Suzuki, gone. Oh my God. If you feel bad about trading Nick Suzuki away, could you imagine how bad you'd feel trading away Cale Makar?
Let's be honest, I don't give a shit about Suzuki anymore since Makar came down. And I mean, we still got Nick Hay.
A second round pick. Would you rather have
good for us.
Aaron, let me ask you, would you rather have Nicholas Hague, a person that I'm pretty sure you're hearing about for the first time ever, or Cale Makar? Thank you.
I can skip to the end.
I mean, I'm not saying that either, Eric. I was just saying we kept someone.
This is like seeing someone eat a fine steak, and you're like, you know what? At least I have this bowl of rice. Thank God for this bowl of rice, even though it's not a perfectly cut 12-ounce porterhouse. Come on, Miguel. Stop it.
What a boss Nolan Patrick is, you know?
He's on your team. Be nice to him.
I know.
He's had a lot of concussions.
I know. It's not his fault.
But.
So any last words, Aaron?
I think we're going to find a way. I really just don't want Eric to be right.
Any last words, Eric?
Aaron, I want your team to win. I really do. I will be pulling for the Avs, like 100% all the way. I want them to win. I'm tired of the Tampa Bay Lightning just as much as anyone else, but you can't deny greatness. All right. This is scheduled to be the first dynasty since the Oilers in the 80s, since the Islanders before that. We haven't had a dynasty in over 40 years. And unfortunately, we're in the middle of one. Like, it is what it is. Like, this will be the hardest task that the Lightning have had. But
we're not the middle of one. We're at the beginning of another one.
This team, that means your team's not winning the cup anytime.
I know.
Miguel's gonna take it back as soon as he realizes that means Vegas can't win.
I'll take it back next week.
It's fair. But we're in the middle of a dynasty. Like, I am in awe of how the Tampa Bay Lightning find a way to win. By the way, first time ever in NHL history that 2 team names don't end in S.
That's such a
between the Avalanche and the Lightning. Fun fact. And just like that, like, it'll be special. It'll be a special final. Like, I'm excited to see it. Like, you can pair off everything you want. It's past against future. I do think the Colorado Avalanche have a great future. Like, it'll be interesting what they do with Kadri and stuff like that. But I think Joe Sakic has proven himself to be, if not the best, like in the top 3 best GMs in the NHL with every move he does. Like, bringing in Lehkonen was a brilliant move. Josh Manson has worked well, but he's going up against the OG. He's going up against the OG.
Yeah, they do have an exciting future, and that future starts on Wednesday when they make their.
It doesn't. I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong about waiting one more year.
I said it last week. Colorado's window is wide open. Like, they're going to be good for many, many, many years. But either way,
Lightning in 5, baby. Lightning in 5.
You can find me at Miguel Kicks all over the internet. You can find me at youtube.com/collection lobbies. Eric, where can the people find you?
You can hang out with me on Twitter at Aaron Seaney, AARONSEANEY. Usually me and Eric are giving shit to each other. Or you can also follow my comedy podcast at Give Me 20 Pod.
And
Eric, where can they find your wrong takes at?
You know what? Fuck it. Don't follow me. Follow Mel Felker, Aaron's co-host at Give Me 20 Pod at Internet Mel. tell her hi. Just tweet at her hi.
There you guys have it. You can find our merch at Bonfire. Just search up Pacific Revision. It's there. We have hats, we have shirts, we have everything you'll need. And thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, go Avs.
Go Avs.